Okay, this is another Free Association as Philosophical Method podcast. Some thoughts from last night's group, which was partly about money, metaphysics and money, as it sometimes is. And I was thinking about formulas for calculating conversion rates and such like for services. So locally, I know that cleaners are charging about £9 an hour in Jesmond, but it's less in other parts of Newcastle. So what I'm thinking is that the formula is probably a percentage of the hourly rate of the person paying the fee. So if somebody's on, say somebody's a social worker and they're earning £35,000 a year or whatever, a certain proportion of that would pay a cleaner, or would pay for painting and decorating, or pay for other kind of domestic services, that type of stuff. And it's got to be some kind of percentage of the hourly rate or percentage of the annual rate. I don't know what it is, but I'm thinking that's the formula. That has to be the formula, and it's obviously would vary in local areas because different areas have different, for the sake of argument, different average income levels. So in a place where the average income level is £40,000 a year, the hourly rate for a cleaner would be higher than somewhere where the average income is £20,000 a year or £15,000 a year. So it's got to be some kind of percentage of the hourly rate or the annual salary level of the person paying the fee. That's the only way it makes sense for me at the moment. So that's the principle that I'm going to be working on. I was thinking about it in the context of setting prices for coaching, and £60 an hour or £30 an hour is kind of the way that I'm looking at it, because that's usually what I charge for coaching. So as a percentage of an hourly rate, it would be for a professional. It's designed coaching for professionals, so social workers, lawyers, solicitors, doctors, people who are in senior management positions, that type of thing. So that's the level that it's pitched at. There isn't really any way to pitch it for a lower level than that at that hourly rate. So it has to be for professionals. It can't be for anybody with a lower level of income than that. But obviously tarot readings and mediumship are kind of coaching in their own way, and they're pitched at a different rate and appeal to a different part of the audience. Or target market is different. So different people get coaching in different ways. But ultimately, it's coaching based on a formula, and the pricing is based on a formula. So that's the principle that I'm working on at the moment. The details I haven't worked out, but the principles I can get fairly easily, I think. It might be disposable income. It might be the income that's left after all the bills are paid. That may be how it works, a percentage of the income that's left after all the bills are paid. I don't know, I'll have to think about it a bit, but that seems to be the principle.